If you didn't have a debilitating mental breakdown at some point during your first pandemic, I'm worried for you. We're confronting mental health issues and detailing solutions that don't involve rubbing some dirt on it. Welcome to TLC. What do you see here? There's no wrong answer, but it's definitely a giraffe representing my lost innocence. Mental health, factors of emotional, social, and physical well-being, and mental illness, conditions that impact someone's mood, behavior, and thought pattern, are being talked about more openly than ever. One of the most attractive things singles can do is go to therapy. Just don't make going to therapy the first date. So, therapy is for everyone. I go to therapy. It's great. I realized there were aspects of my life I wanted to improve. Patterns and habits, openly communicating when not in front of a green screen, vulnerability, intimacy. So, I decided to talk to somebody about it, and I strongly encourage you to do the same. There is a long dysfunctional history with how we diagnose and treat mental illness, including underdiagnosis until recent years and challenges of overprescribing the whole generation of Xanax men. Really, until the past few decades, most people only saw mental health addressed in pop culture as a plot device. Oscar bait every year now is which maniacal anti-hero on their nihilistic bender can audiences identify with the most. Even our modern Carrie Bradshaw is one step from rehab after debilitating trauma. Checking in on your mental health can be seen as weakness to your Varsity Blues father, but if you want to be the best home run hitter, you should probably seek out coaches to objectively check out your swing. And if you want to be the best at living your life, it probably makes sense to have someone see if you can make a few adjustments to just be an all-star at being you. Why? Depression is the leading cause of disability worldwide, and 50% of Americans will be diagnosed with a mental illness at some point in their lives. And the other half are, I don't know. How are you doing it? Are you the Dalai Lama? I bet Tenzin gets depressed sometimes too. It's natural. Everyone in the nation should have access to mental health care if they want it. Healthcare plans under the ACA are required to cover some form of therapy and treatment, but private plans don't, making it one of the most costly health concerns for young Americans. And with psychology a predominantly Caucasian occupation, it's not always easy to open up to a therapist about systemic oppression. Especially over the past year, coming to personal terms with social justice issues, among other major factors, is really hard to do in isolation. 56% of Gen Z reported symptoms of anxiety and depression in 2020, 26% suicidal thoughts. That is staggering. 75% of 18 to 23-year-olds reported feeling so tired in the past 2 weeks, they felt they could do nothing. We've accelerated their burnout to eighth life crisis. What are they going to do? Reinvent themselves with a new avatar on Fortnite? Buy an NFT of a red convertible? How can America be exceptional if our bright young citizens are wholly exhausted? But Josh, it's just a vibe. Nah, it's an issue. And now, a message from our sponsors.
Racing pulse, sweaty palms, crippling anxiety Barbie.
Crippling Anxiety Barbie is the latest in our Real Fucking Life series. She has her very own cell phone with non-stop notification sounds.
Racing thoughts, rapid heartbeat, nausea, shaking, too anxious to sleep.
Crippling Anxiety Barbie also vibrates in existential dread.
Just like me! Cool!
And comes with a real matching vape for you.
Strawberry flavor.
Ooh!
Crippling anxiety Barbie.
Crippling Anxiety Barbie comes with a cell phone, a vape pen, and no feelings of self-worth. Crippling Depression Barbie sold separately.
SelfCare is excellent for coping. Yoga, journaling, meditation apps like Calm and Headspace have major sports stars advocating its mental edge. But it is no substitute for professional care for those who need it. New agey solutions are not always backed by anything. However, something about having your own personal psycho-spiritual advisor really does put you at ease. I didn't meet my guy Esteban through doctor referral, but he does have almost 100 followers on TikTok.
Hey Josh, Esteban here. Here I am in Bali, or as the locals call it, LA of the East.
Esteban, what do you recommend for people who are going through mental health issues?
I would tell them the same thing I'd tell everyone. Dig deep. Really find that vulnerable part of yourself and then share it with as many people as possible. It's one of the best ways to grow an audience.
You're referring to social media?
It's no coincidence that a like button on Instagram is a heart.
The show does need to build its audience if I'm going to become Trevor Noah's BFF.
That is strong. And here's where I would challenge you, Josh. Have you considered that the path to get off social media is actually on social media?
Is all your advice tied to online presence?
I just think if you set up a Patreon and people are contributing, then I don't think you're unhappy. I think.
I no longer feel at ease. This is bad advice.
Why would people follow me if it didn't add value to their life? Are you telling me that sometimes on social media, people follow people that they don't immediately love and respect?
I feel our interview should end.
Yeah, I gotta run anyways. I got an IG Live with the tree that inspired Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy, so I gotta dip out. Like and subscribe, everyone.
Well, that was enlightening and horrifying. So, gone are the days of your boss prescribing a belt of scotch and an affair with a coworker. Now many companies allow for floating mental health days, as long as you're able to make up time by working nights and weekends perpetually until you die. How should we cover corporate abuse of hardworking Americans? Maybe that's next episode. New discoveries to address major illnesses and addictions are also being made, like MDMA's effectiveness for PTSD. Oh, it's so beautiful to hear. Point is, progress is being made to push our society towards destigmatizing mental illness and empowering mental health professionals to help diffuse problems. Like New Jersey was the first state to deploy more social workers in response to defund the police movements. This was such a popular idea that local mobsters stopped saying, "How you doing?" and started saying, "How you feeling?" Personally, I know getting started on your mental health journey can be the hardest part, so we're including some helpful resources in the description below, including some low-cost options. And that's the show. Thank you for checking us out. Like, subscribe, share with some folks. Be happy, be healthy.